This is where I
got that
up.
fucking black. Yo, just before you start,
don't start judging me.
He's about to smoke a black and mild, bro.
Fucking A, yo.
This motherfucker got me smoking a fucking
black and mild. Honestly, bro, you're
such a fucking derelict.
Respect that. I can respect that.
It's another level. This is a derelict thing. Honestly, I don't know anybody else.
But you know what's crazy, bro? And I was just finding this out. So I went to private school in 11th grade because I got a scholarship to go to Our Savior.
Which is dope.
Yeah, and Center Reach. But yo, the private school kids is worse than the public school kids. Mm-hmm. The private school kids get sent to private school because of shit that they was doing in public school. Yeah. The females, they probably was wilding out and all that shit. Now War Melville, I don't know if you know about this, but like back in my time when I was in high school, War Melville, there was known as the pharmacy and everything, because of all the pills and all that shit that was going on. So a lot of the War Melville chicks and all that shit, they was getting sent to my private school. I'm thinking that a lot of people is really there. Some kids is there because of their parents' beliefs and everything. They got the money, or just because some people's parents, you know, they grew up in that type of environment where it's like, I don't even want my kids in a public school and all that shit. So, but majority of them, nah, bro, they wild.
It does some shit though. Like you bring your kid to a private school because you're like, I don't want my kid wilding out, and then you bring him to a worse situation because now it's like the kids got money and they want to wild out.
I mean, my private school, you could wild out, but you couldn't really wild out and all that shit.
Did you have to wear like a suit and tie?
Yeah. We had outfits and everything.
Did you hate it or like did it bother you at all?
Nah, bro, because I was on my basketball team was the number 1 team in the nation at the time. I have a couple players that like I played that's in the NBA. I have a couple teammates that, you know, that's in the NBA and everything. But you gotta imagine, real shit. Imagine you're in public school and you know during basketball season. Imagine from October, November, December, and February, maybe even January if you're lucky, if you make the playoffs and everything. You're not even in school. I'm in Florida, and this is me at 17, 18 years old. I'm in Florida. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Tennessee. Like,
they pay for everything?
They pay for everything.
That's
we literally had like our homework taken on the road with us, so we had an email tell us. And just because our school was under investigation because of the fact, but bro, just because we the basketball players, we never fail. So even if we didn't do the homework or something, bro, it was dope, bro. Like
that's what white privilege feels like,
bro. It's
the only thing I can say. Bro, like, white privilege is similar to.
It's a school year, bro. There's times where I haven't even been in class for a month because I'm with my team. And mind you, my coach is the pastor, because every Wednesday at my private school we have chapel.
Okay.
You know, and everything. So, yo, bro, it was like my whole entire school year. Like, I'm out the state and all that shit. We in 5-star hotels. We're in 5-star resorts and
that must have been so much fun.
Now, I mean, we kids, so I'm sure he'll see me. We don't give a fuck. But like, I'm with Devon Dillard. That's my guy.
You put his whole government out there, though.
Nah, Devon's my man. He's in China right now, overseas. But I'm with Devon and Damon Wilson. Damon, he was like the ladies' man. He's a model right now and all that shit.
Okay.
But I was running with Devon and I was running with Damon and everything. So they were like on ESPN Top 100. Sheck Diallo, that was my teammate that he went to the NBA. He was the number 1 person on ESPN Top 100.
Sick.
He got transferred to I think the Pelicans. Then I think he went to the Miami Heat and all that shit. But with Sheck and with Damon and Devon, yo, bro, like my life was a movie just being with them because they got recruited from. Damon was Atlanta. Devon was from Chicago. So they just coming onto the team and all that, and like everybody from Long Island knowing me, and they see who I'm rolling with.
They recruited them from Chicago and Atlanta?
Majority of my teammates was from out the state or out the country.
Wow.
Like Sheck, I think, was from Uganda. We had people, or Nigeria. Uganda or Nigeria, but I think it's Uganda. But we had people from Nigeria.
Sick.
We had people from like all around the country and everything.
That's dope, bro.
So the fact that I even got the scholarship to even be like on that same program was like, bro, that was different. And just even like me being from Quorum, because like I was in Longwood I was in Central Islip. Then till 4th grade, I moved in with my moms and everything. Then I moved to the Quorum district. Now I'm in Longwood till 11th grade. From 11th grade, I got the scholarship to Our Savior. So I'm still in my hood and everything. You know, I'm living with my parents in Patchogue.
I'm sorry to cut you off. How do they approach you with the scholarship at 11th grade? Like, how do they just go to you like, yo, listen, you're gonna come to our school? Or
Nah, I was good, but like I pulled up to Our Savior. They used to have open gyms on Sundays and everything, and I know that the coach used to be there, so I was always like doing my thing. And all that shit.
Kudos to you, bro.
The pastor that was the head coach, he would see me like knocking down like mad threes and this and that. And my dad is somebody that's like my dad, like that's like my rock. Like my dad's the one that's taking me like every Sunday. My dad's actually the one that got the pastor, which is the head coach, to like get the attention of me and all that shit. So he was like, yo, we looking for somebody, you know, with a wicked three and blah 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 and like words. So that's how that's shit came
dope,
about.
bro.
But I'll tell you one thing though. And that's why I don't act like that now. When I was telling you about my guy Sil, the comedian, when he has me around all these wealthy peoples, I'm in different mansions and this and that, where like I don't have my pants sag. I don't even curse when I'm around these people. They might curse or something, but I talk with the utmost respect because I know I have a face sag
and intelligence
and all these shit.
Which says what, by the way?
Well, as is 64, that's my PatchogueBTS partner, but as is 64, you know, that's my brand.
Hell
that's
bro. It's my favorite
That's
page,
Gordon Heights. You know, that's my hood and all that shit.
Yeah.
So that's my brand. So that I always carry that with me. But I made the commitment where I was like, you know what? If I put this on my face, you know, once you get older, you can't work a regular job. So it's go hard or go home.
Yeah.
So that's why I got that. My other one.
I'm sorry, I'm blind out of my contacts. What does it say?
As is 64.
It says 64 on your face?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
bro. Good for you, bro.
My other one, where is it? My other one right here, that's Amina. That's my niece and everything. That's my brother's first daughter and all that shit.
Fucking A.
So yeah, bro. But the as is 64 was more like there's no turning back, you know, once I'm committed to this shit.
Bro. Hell yeah.
But yeah, bro. So from there, bro, I just been doing my thing. But a funny story though was I always had like a core mindset like growing up because I never really been in no like real situations. So when I'm at Our Savior summer camp, you know, for basketball and all that shit, anytime the coach would walk by like, all right, y'all, it's 2 laps, under my breath, I'll be like, shut up, nigga. And like, bro, the whole entire like line would start laughing. And I'm not knowing, not the pastor, but Coach Kelly. I love Coach Kelly. Like to this day, like I visited my school with her actually. I visited my school like a month or 2 ago. I called Coach Kelly thinking he was there, but he's not there right now. But I thought I was gonna run into him. But
what do you mean right now, bro?
Huh?
What do you mean right now? Is he dying?
No. Cause mind you, I graduated.
Dead, bro. That's crazy, yo.
I graduated 10 years ago. So you got to think. I'm thinking he's still there. He's not there no more. Okay. And all that shit. Yeah. So he's doing a whole nother coaching program.
Fire.
So I didn't know that he was picking up on everything I was saying. When like he'll walk by and I have the whole entire line laughing. So bro, one day he was like, cause he is hood from the stories I was told. Okay. One day, bro, I remember he had me kneel down on 2 knees like crisscross applesauce, and I had to face the wall. And when my dad walked into the gym to pick me up, and I felt so embarrassed. And my dad knew the real story, and Coach Kelly wrote something like, "Yo, your son's one of the hardest workers in the gym. He's just a fucking knucklehead." Yeah. And my dad was like, "Yo, what happened?" I'm like, "Oh no, you know, everybody had to do that, take turns. It was just my turn and blah blah blah." Bro, it was one of the last times at summer camp. I remember I went, bro, on my mom's grave, bro. He took this shit the wrong way, but I guess he's been hearing me the whole summer camp make jokes under my back.
Build up animosity.
Build up animosity. And he says something like, yo, y'all gotta run like 20 or 30 suicides like back and forth full court. I said, yo, that's OD. And he's like, what? What you just say to me? That's OD. You talk to your coach like that? Bro, he made all the older kids like, we had to go outside. Now a soccer field is mad fucking long. Mm-hmm. He literally made us like roll on our stomach back and forth. But I was always the most athletic guy like on the field. So every time I finish first, when they're done. You keep on going. Then at the end of the practice, he said, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even want you back here no more. So this is your last day. I got into the car with my parents and I was like, oh yeah, you know, this was the last day of summer camp. And I probably never even told them the real story, but I probably showed them this clip.
Yeah.
But when school actually started, like a month later, when school started, our basketball program is different because, like I said, we did number 1 in the country. For public school, basketball starts like in the fall time.
Yeah.
Us, it's 24 hours yearly round. We could sleep in the gym if we wanted to and all that.
A Chinese sweatshop. You guys are fucking always going
basically, bro. So back to the racist shit. But now I'm joking. But bro, like my first day of school, I'm seeing like all my friends and everything. Like everybody's going to the basketball court after school. They're staying after school to get training and everything. I'm the only kid that like I'm so scared to walk in because Coach Kelly's the one that's doing the training for everybody. And then eventually, and my fault if I'm chatting, but like, but eventually I walk in and everything, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll see you next week." And then from there, bro, like, nah, I was him.
Fucking A.
I was him, bro.
Fucking A.
I'll show you mad footage, bro. Me, man, NBA players like
we'll post
Jamal Murray, Jalen Brunson.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Miles Bryant.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't as much cultured I want to act like I am. I don't want. I'm only into combat sports. I know I'm a female, but I'm gonna tell you a story that can relate. My boy Brian, one of the Derelicts, he used to act out. He was in BT film with how do you say his name? Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert.
Shumpert.
You said, what'd you say? Iman Shumpert?
Shumpert. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
I know. I can't get any whiter than this, right? So fucking Brian was in a BT film with him, and
what's BT?
BET.
BT film.
BET.
BET.
Come on, man. You've been in private school for too long. You don't know what BET is, dude.
You're saying BT, not BET.
I don't pronounce my words very good.
I got you.
Yeah, BET.
Backwood. But I got you.
Is the backwood that's doing it?
Nah, I got you.
My mouth is dry now, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Pause. Iman charged.
We got $100 million contract. Charge our boy Brian $20 for weed, dude.
Sick, bro. Shump's the man, bro. He's the coolest guy in the world.
Yo, is he Hollywood?
No, he's down to earth as fuck.
I love that.
He sells weed. Dude,
I
he made $100 million in the NBA, and he made me buy a fucking dub off of him. I was like, yo, Amon, can you spot me, dog?
No, he didn't, bro.
Yo, I swear I gave him $15 for a dub. He's got $100 million.
Yo, I would have gave him 10. Like, yo, bro.
This is all I got, dude.
He's like, bro, you can't.
What do you think in his head? You think it's the principle or nah? Because would I do it? Hell no.
I think it's like, honestly, most rich people are rich because they're cheap.
100%, bro.
So I think that's what it could be.
Yo, I do look at certain people's lifestyles. I do look at certain shit. Now, don't get me wrong. One thing I do hate when I look through the comments and everything, I don't like when certain people try to tell like another rich person how to spend his money or whatever. But me personally, when I see a rapper, I'm not gonna name drop the rapper, but like when I see like a rapper that's like, oh, before whatever, they could put 2 and 2 together, but it's like before rapper got his license, he bought like 11 cars. And don't get me wrong, like, he's really rich and all that shit, bro. I wouldn't do that shit. 3-4 cars is good enough for me. Me personally, I need a hoopty. I need a regular and this is me being famous. I need a bulletproof whoopty. And the whoopty is, bro, you driving that McLaren or something, you a target.
McLaren?
McLaren or whatever. You
nice.
got the Iman Shumpert or whatever. I got the McLaren. McLaren. But with the McLaren shit, you driving some shit like that, you an easy target sometimes.
Yeah.
But you on a bulletproof like 2003 Honda Accord or whatever, they don't know that.
Where did you learn this mindset of like handling money and all that?
I study a lot of shit, bro.
I'm around, but 40 hours of power before. But I was impressed.
Nah, it's not even that. I'll tell you some real shit, honestly, that I never really told like a lot of people before. Like, people didn't know as far as like I had my name in quorum for like doing like a lot of home invasions and everything, a lot of robberies and all that shit. So even like hustling and blah blah blah. It's like being on both sides of the fence. You know how to think as a robber, but you know how to think as a hustler at the same
streets,
time,
basically,
and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say the streets because I lived in Corn, but I wasn't in the streets. My brother,
you were fucking robbing houses, dog. You're in the streets.
But that's not me learning nothing in the streets. A lot of people in Corn would tell you. A lot of my good friends would tell you like, Nah, Vadoo was on the block, but he was the one nigga that's like, I ain't fucking with what y'all doing. I'm going to the basketball court. Y'all could do what y'all doing and all that shit.
So it's being okay.
Me was, bro. It was me, not the streets. It really wasn't the streets. It was me, like, bro. My first on my mother's grave, my first home invasion, bro. Like, I ran into that shit dolo. I'm running into plugs cribs.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm like running to like real people's
How old were
cribs.
You?
Like,
Can you say that?
It's probably like
younger than 18.
Nah, but younger than 23.
Okay,
and all that shit. But like I was selling
22.
weed. Like I used to sell weed and everything. But like there's not a lot of money in that shit.
Taking
unless if you talking, bro, I'm a ballsy person.
I know.
And mind you, on my mom's grave, bro, my man's his mom. One of the reasons why this whole situation happened was my man's mom. My Derek would tell you the story. My man's mom's, she was on life support and all that shit. He needed the money and all that. I ain't even fuck with dude or whatever. One of the plugs that like I fuck with, he a getting money nigga and all that shit. But before he was getting money and everything, he was like, I don't know if you ever dealt with somebody that's like, yo, we gonna pick up from him like a couple times. You know, we're gonna pick up from him for like 10 times. Trust. Yeah, gaining his trust. And 11th time, that's when we gonna get him and all that shit. Okay. I was one of them situations or whatever. And the only reason why I did it, my man's mom was on life support and all that. Bro, I did the thing. I have a song called Gang Signs. The music videos in the song Gang Signs and all that shit. Bro, I'm picking up a safe that's taller than this fucking thing. That's probably the size of this plant and all that shit. Bro, Sorry. Nah, I ain't gonna say like how I got into this shit, but I got into this shit, bro. And mind you, I told him, man, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna go inside. Stay on the burner with me and everything. I'm gonna have my headphones in and all that shit. If somebody comes in, just let me know. You pull off, like, cause it's around the neighborhood that like I actually knew and everything. I'm gonna just jump a couple fences or whatever, and I know where to go. You just take off. I'll see you tomorrow or another day or whatever. I did what I had to do, bro, and yo, bro, shit crazy, cause the motherfucker called me. Cause the shit is on the song, so I ain't gonna. I could
cut anything out you need to cut out, but so yeah.
But okay, yo, bro, but
fair enough.
Basically, I took the shit to my cousin's crib and all that shit. We ain't have the key or nothing. Motherfucker, like, like I'm the dude that put me onto the situation. He like, yo, go back, get the key and blah, blah, blah. And he wants to break everything down like 50-50 and all that shit. I'm like, why am I breaking this shit down 50-50? You wasn't even there.
My life. Yeah.
You wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a lot of times where like somebody might be the driver and I'm the one that's going in. But I'm like, driving's the easiest part if you fucking with somebody like me.
Right.
Because I don't tell. I'm not gonna tell on you,
which anybody couldn't say in all fairness. Bro, but I believe
shot
you.
At and shit like that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't tell. I would never tell on a motherfucker or whatever. Yeah. So you being the driver and you know my history and this and that, bro. You got the easiest job in the world because it's either we get the money or he's just gonna take the fall for the whole entire situation.
All you gotta do is drive off or call me if someone pulls up.
So yeah, bro. It was one situation where like I really was getting that and all that shit. And that shit hit the fan. Like the whole precinct, everybody just pulled up.
That's a video of you getting locked up.
No, that was
for the shooter for the gun.
No, that was a different situation.
Okay,
but that situation was maybe like that, and mind you, that was like probably like 7+ years ago, or whatever. But that situation when I was living in the Bronx or whatever, the people that I was the family I was with, it was like. You know, that was sick worry for me and everything because, you know, that's not my biological parents and blah, blah, blah. But they like, I see they crying and all that shit. And they like, yo, the fact that you even got out this shit, because, bro, I'll be honest with you. I looked up the stairs. When the gun went off and all that shit, the person I was with was scary. He dropped the gun and all that shit. When I'm telling him, like, yo, get the fuck out the house or whatever because we was supposed to zip sides a motherfucker up. But... Bro, the motherfucker was scary. He dropped the gun and all that shit. I can't say that part.
But I'm gonna say it's God's intervention right there, bro.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I knew I was made for something.
Because if he would have shoot back, what would have happened?
Off that last situation, bro, he was flocking the crib down. He made it to the room. He was flocking the crib down. He should have never made it to the room. The motherfucker was scared. Mm-hmm. When we was in the car and I cocked it, but I cocked it back and all that shit. When I looked at his face, I looked at my man's because I sent my cousin and my other man's home. I said, yo, bro, like, y'all not even ready for this shit. I wasn't saying it like trying to downplay him, but it's just like, if something happens, how am I explain to my aunt or my uncles or you know, I can't explain that shit. When I'm looking at their faces, you could look at people's faces or whatever. When I'm looking at their faces when I cocked it back, they were, yo, bro, y'all not even made for this shit and all that shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm looking at the other dude that's like, damn, you supposed to run in this bitch with me or whatever.
You supposed to have my back? Like,
yo, bro, it was just a fucked up situation.
But God's intervention, bro.
But guys, look where I'm at right now.
Bro, so that's funny because that's one of my questions is where did it all change for you? And I'm guessing, is that what it was?
That situation changed a lot. Actually, that made me go on a more narrow path and everything. But what changed everything was when my first Instagram, bro, because you know my Instagram now. My Instagram's lit and everything.
Hell yeah.
But the shit I had before, bro, was something different. Like, it was something different. It's not what it was now. But if I would have kept my first Instagram leading to all the events with like the whole Coco shit, the Trapland, the no jumper shit, and all that.
That's
shit,
what was hard for me to figure out about you.
I think I would have been like this A-list celebrity from Long Island right now. But the thing was, I was beefing with, I didn't know was a federal informant. I was a guy named George Buzzati. I was a guy named, you could look this up too, or whatever. It's a guy named Jimmy Diamond. He got shot in Freeport. He got robbed in Freeport, and he got shot and all that shit. He got robbed and he died. George is asking me, and I didn't know this at the time because my nigga's son from the town, that's the one of my right hand man. He just got out of prison literally like last month and everything. We did a music video called Way I Walk. That's on YouTube and all that shit. The music video never got done because George shot the music video for us. The next day, his man's gets killed. I didn't know George was there and all that shit. So I'm getting mad at George, like, yo, where the fuck is our music video? Like, and mind you, bro, like, I was in a situation at the time where my man's is the one that paid for the music video. I'm the one that recommended the man.
Got you.
So what I really can't be like to like, yo, this nigga's playing games. My man, and what y'all understand, because I take accountability. My man gotta be looking at me like, yo, bro, like, the fuck's good with the music video?
Rightly so.
Did I sent him the money and y'all just split it like even? He didn't say that to me, but I don't know what he could be thinking. But he has every right to think that and all that shit. Yeah. That same night we shot the video, I was in a situation. He was like, "Yo, we going out to eat," and he knows I always got it, but I ain't have it because of this certain situation. Yo, bro, you mind just paying for me or whatever? Once my shit gets sorted out, like I got you and all that shit. But he's not even looking at me different or whatever. Like, this is really like my right hand man. It's like my brother. Like, I grew up with this nigga since Central Islip. Right. When I told you I was in Central Islip before quorum, before 4th grade and everything, like, I grew up with this nigga and all that shit. But that situation, I lost my Instagram because I exposed George. Because George was just getting me hot. And I was like, oh, this is the nigga that got everybody locked up for the Freeport shooting and blah, blah, blah. And George hit me up like, oh, you're dumb. The feds is on your thing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm still talking my shit. Bro, I wake up one day, my Instagram's going. And my dad's sick not at me, but my dad's sick for me. Because you got to imagine. Put so much work into it. It's not even that. You know how much money I invested into that shit? How much celebrity like presence I had with the shit? Because like I still have celebrity presence now with my vlogging and like who I work with and networking and everything. But if I had that first page with this page, bro, because my first page was a monster, bro.
Do you believe in things happen for a reason?
100%.
So we can't judge on when things happen good or bad.
Like, can I ask you something?
Please.
God forbid, if a fire randomly happened in this studio, do you think it's the end of Derelicts podcast? Or do you think you need to do you think, because this would be my mindset, the devil comes in mysterious forms, God works in mysterious ways, you never know what it is. Now we got to try something totally different to make this shit work again. like I said, bro, I was doing the rapping thing. The rapping thing was cool and all that. The George thing happened. My whole entire Instagram gets taken down. Everybody that was following me before wasn't following me at that time because, oh, he don't got the 10,000 followers no more, or blah 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 and blah blah blah.
It's crazy, but yeah.
So I said, you know what? Fuck the rapping shit. I need to think of something that I could regain my followers. At the time, my man, shout out to my nigga Jay Young. I gotta tag him in this part too, because this is real shit. Shout out to my nigga Jay Young. At the time, he just got out of prison, and shout out to my cousin Amir and my cousin Jared kicked up. They linked me with with Jay Young. They're like, yo, bro, he got a good hustle and a good camera game like you. He's telling Jay Young hits me up. He's like, you know Scarlett?
Yeah.
So you know the song "Back the Fuck," move the fuck. You seen? I did a vlog for that. That was like one of my first vlogs.
Hell yeah.
Jay Young hits me up after like I paid him for a music video and everything. Jay Young is like, yo, bro, like I fuck with you. Like pop out to Scarlett's music video. Like you could be in it. I'm thinking to myself, because I don't got the same followers I had like back in the time. I just got the same mindset, the same motion, or not same motion, but like I got the same hustle and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'ma just vlog this shit or whatever. Cause I know realistically, if I'm in her music video, some people, but nobody's really gonna be like 10 years from now, yo, that's Vadoo, unless if I'm big. But I know if I do a whole entire vlog for her, that's my work that I'm doing. My name is under that content and all that shit. You could have the music video, but I'm gonna have all the behind the scenes exclusively with you and all that shit. And from that whole entire situation, that's how my vlog just off. And I'm not gonna say I got lucky, because like you said, God works in mysterious ways. I would never even thought about vlogging. Jay ever even told me about that shit and everything.
And if your page didn't get deleted,
I never would have thought about that. Once I seen like, oh, I could collab up to 5 people. And I think with Instagram, that's the best marketing feature you could ever have. The collab part is nasty. I'm
trying to tell Noah that.
It's nasty, bro. Yep. Twitter should have that shit. I don't use Facebook. If Facebook has it or not, Facebook should have it. Tumblr should have that. But that collab feature is the best thing you could ever have, bro. So when I found out you could collab up to 5 people, you could tag up to 20 people. Bro, it's people that I've never met before ever in my life that like they feel like they're a part of what I got going on.
Because you tagged them.
And mind you, they're part of Scarlett's thing. They not the main person in Scarlett's music video, but they the main person in Scarlett's vlog, because they see it's each clips you next to Scarlett for 2 minutes straight, arm around her. The music video doesn't show that, but the vlog shows that. So once everybody started like reposting me and this and that, that's how I got popular in Harlem and everything. So that's how God works in mysterious ways.
Fucking A, bro.
You could take my pages away 1,000 times. I just gotta. I might be mad at the moment. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a quitter. Like I'm not a doubter of myself. I gotta think of a new way. But that's blessings in disguise, because you never would have even thought like that if certain tragedies never happened to you.
And it's funny because part of the intro that I didn't get to say before, because I took a lot of time. Big words are hard for me. And one of the things I said was, your ambition is impregnable. Meaning, like, your ambition cannot be broken. Your ambition cannot be infiltrated. Because, bro, I see the hustle you got. Now, I didn't even know that whole backstory, what you just told me. But that just multiplied the amount of respect I have for you, bro, and admiration. And that's where it's hard to figure out again, in that intro was, I don't know what to call you. The only thing I could call you is just compliments and that describes your character. And it's dope to hear that story now coming from, no pun intended, because the BTS, where BTS means back
behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, hearing that story is crazy. That's really impressive, bro. And you're made for great things, dog. Like I can't. It's an honor to fucking have you on now before you blow the fuck up.
Vice versa, bro. Because you've been reaching out to me. You've been one of the few platforms for mad long that's been supporting me for
man.
From dumb fucking long, bro. Even before you made that fucking promo video of me and the fucking dog.
My dog bit me. That's
your dog bit you?
Yeah, he's a good boy though.
How he bite you?
He's just grumpy in the morning. So
was it an accident bite?
Nah,
because I see you needed stitches.
6 stitches. Yeah,
that's the first time he bit you.
Yeah, the one and only time, because I'll fucking kill. He gets one pass. He saved my family's life one time. Someone came to my house.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a pit. Yeah, and his mother's crazy. His mother caught bodies. Like she's got a lot of, like, she's bit a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yo, I'll tell you, bro, it's crazy. Yeah, that's a whole other story.
No. So what happened when you got bit?
I was teasing him. It was in the morning time. He's got this thing where when you leave the pact, he gets upset. So you go into work in the morning. What is this familiar? The story?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, like when you're leaving in the morning, he looks at it as like, you're leaving the pact.
Yeah.
So he fucking hates you. So the minute he wakes me up actually every morning at 6:30 on the dot. We'll go downstairs, bark at me, and then when I go in the shower, he becomes a whole different dog. He's just mad at me. Yeah. So now I'll give him a treat. Like what most white people do. You kiss your dog. So I knew right then and there at that moment because the vibe was weird. And I was like, went to go kiss him, and he gave me a little jab. Like a little jab. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. So, but he got you a promo. This Saturday, me and Vadoo are popping out to Lipstick's Gentleman Club. If you don't show up, this is what's gonna happen to you, man. Make sure you show up. Don't fuck around. Vadoo will pull up in the sailor suit. Oh, my lip hurts. Like, is that what we're receiving?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the type of person, right, that like, I say if I got bit by a dog or something, I would just for content and trolling people. I'll be like, yo, when you try to get back to the fucking hood and you get fucking jumped and all that shit, and I ain't saying except to GoFundMe, but motherfuckers would be like, yo, bro, you know what the sweeper shit, right? Where they fake strip me, bro. They was telling me like in the comments,
what would the GoFundMe be for?
There was. I should have ran with that shit, bro.
Hell yeah,
I probably would have been 100 bands plus up just off.
Also
that
in
shit
jail,
alone.
probably too.
Yeah, bro. But nah, bro, the content shit, bro, it's like. I don't take a lot of content shit serious.
I see that.
It's more so if I could eat off it, if I could capitalize off it, I'm gonna do it.
And
I would never
like to entertain people. Like you look to entertain and also make people laugh.
Now this is my whole thing because sometimes some people probably think I go too far or whatever. If I got an op or something, I'm not gonna incriminate myself. But like you see the Bugatti shot shit or whatever.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I swear to God. Who hit? Nobody. I swear to God, bro. Oh, my mother. I swear to God. I'm sorry. Who hit? I'm sorry. Nobody. Nobody. I swear to God, bro. Please, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry for what, nigga?
I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry for what?
What's up with that, bro?
So with
Can you
that,
fill me in on that? Because I don't know anything about that.
Yo, I'll tell you a real story, bro. Bugatti Shah, Trap Lane gonna probably be mad if I name drop or whatever. He just called. That's big homie and all that.
Sorry,
shit.
I stole his furniture from the podcast studio. It's all good.
Shout out to Trap Lane, bro. But bro, Bugatti Shah one time thought that maybe I was coming to the studio and all that shit. Trap Lane was gonna give him an interview. Actually, before that shit, you know how the whole Coco thing happened? Coco got a phone call. Coco had a phone call that I guess somebody wanted to pull up to fight me. Coco didn't want to fight me. His mans wanted to fight me and everything. But I got mad little niggas in the cut. Like, you see on the camera when I dug in my bag. But when the cameras got cut off, bro, all my little niggas, like everybody strapped up. We already know niggas is pulling off. There's a deli, a Spanish bodega or whatever. Everybody driving off because everybody see what's going down. That nigga started walking away and everything. He started going back in the store. I'm telling my nah, bro, like we out. Like I ain't even about to, and he's not even about looking tough. You see, he not gonna. If he would have ran up, that would have been a different story.
It would have been over.
Or whatever. I would have took the shot realistically or whatever. But Trapline called me like, yo, somebody want to fight you and blah, blah, blah. But the nigga never pulled up. His thing was, I didn't pull up because I was getting money. So I'm asking like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga or whatever? Like, I never met this nigga before. You know, DJ Academics, he covered the whole entire story. Yeah. He covered the whole entire narrative. I'm hearing the nigga's voice in the background like, nah, Coco, I'll pull up. I'll crash out for you and blah, blah, blah. Now, shout to King PIB. King PIB is a big factor, you know, for Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's neutral, so I ain't gonna say like he's on some picking side shit or whatever. Trapland, same shit. Trapland's neutral. He's not on no picking side shit or whatever. But like, bro, I have a lot of niggas in Long Island hitting my phone. Like, yo, this Bugatti Shaw nigga saying he got beef with you, he got an issue with you. I never met this nigga, bro. On my mother's grave, I don't even know what he looked like at the time.
Okay.
So I'm like, what? So
on the podcast, but word to my mother.
Before,
can I say the word? That's all I want to.
No. Say whatever you want. Read the caption, but I'm just telling you, I never met the motherfucker. I never even knew he had a problem with me. I'm hearing from 5 different other like big homies from Nassau County. They tell me like, yo, this Bugatti shot shit. And I'm more like, cause you know me. A lot of people know they know my reputation. Yeah. I'm gonna come at you directly. I'm not gonna tell if I got a problem with Anthony, I'm not gonna tell you, her, him. I got a problem with Anthony. Anthony's gonna know I got a problem with Anthony. So why is everybody but me knowing that you got a problem with me and I don't even know you exist? I don't even know what you look like. I've never even seen you in person.
So he inherited the beef, basically.
His manager, I could play the audio, but his manager told me the story.
Send it to me and I'll play it for the audience.
I bet. I got you. His manager told me, yo, bro, and his manager was the only person that told me. He was like, yo, why does Coco and Vadoo shit like is getting hot right now? I'm fuck with Coco and hopefully I could get the words, and I hate that word, clout.
Yeah, me too.
But bro, I hate that word. But he literally said that, you know, I could get clout off this shit. The big homie Ghost, shout out to Ghost. Ghost fucks with me and Bugatti Shah. And I ain't know he even fucked with him and all that shit. But he's asking me the story how like the beef started. And I'm telling him like, bro, I never met the nigga in person. Like, this is all because of Coco. Like, he just wants to jump on the thing. It has nothing to do with him. He said, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, what you mean that's crazy? He's like, nah, he telling niggas a whole different story. Like, oh, some street shit. And blah. I said, bro, I never even met the nigga. It's not even like niggas died over this shit or whatever. Shit, bro. Coco the only nigga I put hands on. Like, it's not even like niggas died in this and that. Nigga, he just dissed Coco in his last song. So that's why I'm like, bro, this whole shit is like over clout. So like, you know me and you just seen a post I just posted. Bro, if you really trying to portray that image, and like I tell you, like, you know, I'm not the tough nigga or whatever. I don't try to portray that.
You just stand on morals.
But I'm just standing on morals and principles. Mm-hmm. But you seen the post I put. I literally said to a motherfucker, I would give me the address. I would link you tonight. If you don't trust me, we could do this whole Rumble in the Bronx shit without the gloves or whatever. We could, like, I'll pull up on you today. I'll drop my location if that makes you feel better. He never wanted to drop the location. A couple weeks ago, not too long ago, I'm having. He don't want me to say his name, which is fucking weird because I feel like he's playing both sides. He telling me like, oh, Bugatti Shah said this and that to me or whatever, and then he's like, but he's taking my side. How cool is he to you that he's calling your phone, but you telling me this, and you like, yo, block him so he doesn't see my comment because I put laughing emojis, you know, under your story. That's why I'm looking at the nigga funny, where it's like, bro, you just looking like who made the best man win. Yeah. A lot of people was doing that with the Coco shit, playing both sides, made the best man win. Yeah. That's why I moved like how I move. And people could call me fake. I don't care. But like I'm peeping like a lot of shit and everything. But Bugatti Shah, like I'm not gonna name drop certain niggas.
Fuck that, name drop them.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that, bro. Because certain niggas was real thorough and they did show me messages and shit. But Bugatti telling motherfuckers like, nah, don't fuck with Vadoo. You fucking with Vadoo. Don't fuck with Vadoo. Nigga, Vadoo got the same niggas you telling now. Vadoo had them same niggas in front of DJ Vlad. How we this close? You could touch DJ Vlad? Pause. But like, Vadoo had niggas with DJ Vlad, Poetic Flacco, DJ Academics, Newski the Menace, big HBO Triz and all that shit. Like, and the same thing, not like we going there as fans. Like, we the main people of the show. Poetic Flacco from No Jumper,
fat guy. Yeah, he's like into the mic.
I ain't gonna disrespect him, bro. He Poetic always did right by
cool,
me. But
he breathes heavy into the mic, bro.
Bro, Poetic's the ones like, yo, Vadoo, I'm gonna put you in front of DJ Academics.
Not gonna lie, that was in my notes.
He was like, yo, bro, put Vadoo. He's like, Vadoo, I'm gonna put you in front of DJ Academics and this and that. Sick. Snap Baby was there too, or whatever. I didn't know who the motherfucker was. BT was there. Another person. BT and Cat was there. You know, Cat's out the bag.
Yeah.
But bro, I was that genuine. Like, I brought people in front of me. So like, you know, no disrespect, but all due disrespect. How you gonna tell? Who are you to tell niggas don't fuck with Vadoo? When Vadoo's putting the whole team, everybody, and I'm introducing everybody that I brought out together. Not a lot of people didn't know each other. Vadoo's putting us in front of A-list celebrities, in a room that you can't even pay to get in, or whatever. What doesn't make sense? Like, let's dub him versus a nigga that can't get us in the same room. That's the same. That's the same question we was having with the whole management shit. Like, how do you want to be my manager when I could get myself in rooms that you can't even get me in?
Yep.
Why are we gonna dub the nigga that's doing right by us? But that's why are you beefing with the nigga you should be working with?
Yep.
Bro,
this shit don't. That's a problem in Long Island. I feel like now I don't know your genre. Well, not saying your genre because you're a fucking million different genres, but in the podcast community, one thing I do notice so far is that Long Island podcasts don't work with each other. Do you hear the buzzing sound?
They don't. That was crazy that you just said that.
Do you hear a buzzing sound?
Buzzing sound? Are you about to say a joke off of it?
Oh no, I'm serious. In the headphones, it's just me.
Oh no, it's probably just you.
Okay, cool. So I feel like Masters of None, when I was on their podcast, they brought it up that a lot of Long Island podcasters or influencers don't work with each other.
They don't, because some people feel like, oh, we want this viral moment, or we want this moment for our podcast, or vice versa. But you got to look at it like this. When I did the Trapland interview with the whole Coco situation, Trapland, she was there. I was on the phone with Trapland for damn near like an hour today and all that shit. Trapland's my dog and all that shit. I got nothing but love for a big homie and all that shit. But
I don't think you should have charged you $100, but that's beside the point.
Neither do I, bro. You think bro?
Okay, as long as you realize that wasn't cool.
I feel like, and I'm just being honest. I feel like if niggas would have knew off the rip Vadoo was going to get this no jumper situation, nobody would have charged me $100.
And it did him a lot of good.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say this to you. My dad got tight at me about this situation because, like I can't get into that, but like that went back to my dad and all that shit. Yo, people like, you gotta stop. People gonna start shooting at you and this and that. But I think what it was, which I never had that convo with my dad. I had that convo with my brother. We was laughing about it. But it was like, when you read in the comments, oh, you should have never threatened that man's life. When everybody was really on my side. Mm-hmm. Then my dad went from being mad at me to like everything working out to like, yo, he shouldn't never threaten your life. In my head, I'm like, yo, bro, that wasn't your initial reaction and everything.
But fatherly response.
For bro, and I said this on the no jumper thing. Because me and Trap was like beefing at the time and everything. All because, when the whole Coco situation happened, only me, Trapland, and Coco knew the situation. When we went outside, I beat the shit out of Coco. I had the little niggas in the cut. We was all strapped up.
Wait, after that shit?
We walked outside. I beat the shit out of Coco. That's when you see he got the bottle. That's when I dug in my bag for the gun and everything. That's when you see all my little niggas pop out the cut and you see him walking back. Then the camera gets cut off.
Where was this posted?
Huh?
Where was this posted?
On my YouTube. I ain't put the gun. I ain't put 64. Yeah, I ain't put the guns in there or whatever.
Of course.
But
guns.
You see that situation and all that shit. But when you look at the lives, and I'll show you the lives too. When you look at the lives after, was more like he was defending Coco. And like I said, shout Trapland. Trapland's my dog. But at the time, I'm getting mad as hell.
I don't think he didn't. I think he wanted to make it look, well, not make it look like, but he wanted everyone to know that he didn't set Coco up.
That too. See that too.
Play devil's advocate.
But at the same time, you know what it was? And I'm not speaking for Trapland. I'm speaking for a lot of other people. I'm seeing Trapland. I mean, I'm seeing Coco curse out a lot of people. Your daughter could suck my dick and blah blah blah. But then the next week he's hosting your spot. You know what it is? And like I said, Coco never do this. Coco's gonna probably post this clip and try to swing it his own way because he always does that.
He can swing at the bus stop all he wants, bro. Let him get mad. I don't care.
But he had the biggest platform for Long Island. Like he had this shit. I didn't know because he gonna keep saying like,
but
yo,
years ago, when
he had, bro, before the whole uppercut shit, Coco had it.
It was nice uppercut.
I didn't.
It was nice uppercut, dude.
Bro, the first time I met the nigga, this is word on my mother's grave. BT, Ken, Magic, all these niggas that tell you, they like, yo, there's a guy named Coco and blah blah blah. I didn't know nothing about him, but they're like, nah, Vadoo, because the way he gets they'll tell you the pack out chair. Ask him about the pack out chair. They'll say, yeah, he's not lying. Because Coco wouldn't be like, what? You didn't know about me before then? Nigga, everybody in Long Island knew about me. But nigga, I was lit before I even knew who you was. I'm working with real celebrities before I knew you.
Okay, in all fairness, sorry, not to cut you off. In all fairness, there's a weird like borderline between quorum, like the exits. It's weird. Like there should be another out east. There should be like Nassau, Suffolk, and then there should be another. Because I feel like a lot of people from maybe I might just be just me, but like there's a whole language to quorum. I just learned, or I just started to learn. Like I feel like
just
a lot.
Learn?
Not just learn.
Home of the backwards salt.
Yeah, yo, like, and I feel like unless you're selling crack, you're not gonna fucking know
home
about
of the
that
best
shit.
crack.
There you go.
They're gonna tell you that shit. That's home of the best crack.
Yeah, but I'm sorry to cut you off.
But if I tell you I'm sad right now,
you're happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Or
The fuck is up with that?
If I tell you like, yo, bro, I'm happy right now.
You're fucking
sad.
Down. Yeah. The fuck
And
is
all
up with that,
shit.
bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all
bro,
a whole other state almost, bro. It's fine.
That was before I was even born. Like, it's
been that long?
It's been like that, bro.
I wonder where it originated.
So you know how you have Exit 64? You have, you had Quorum City, you had Maroc, which we speak backwards. Maroc backwards is Quorum. It's Quorum, 100%. So before the original thing was Ghostland 64. Before you had Quorum City, Maroc, and Exit 64 was Ghostland 64.
Why
that was back in the day before I was born and everything.
Okay.
When people was rapping at the firehouse and all that shit. But that was before. Then you had your Quorum City thing. Then you had your Maroc. Now the Exit 64 thing, nobody could take that from me. Everybody in my hood tells me that all the time, bro. I'm the one that made people say, "Where you from?"
The only
I'm from
reason I was interested in Quorum. No disrespect. But like you're the only reason I was ever interested in learning about Quorum and like the whole out east movement, like Mastic and shit. Like last thing I knew was like you could buy a house in Mastic for like 3 cartons of Newports.
My man Soul Food, I just had you on the phone with. He from Mastic and everything.
Oh, so he's not gonna like that comment.
And nah, he's gonna love it.
What, that you could buy a house for 3 cartons of Newports in Mastic?
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's like 4 now, but yeah.
That would be funny though, seeing his reaction, because he an unpredictable person.
Bro, yes, I'm saying, yo, that's sick, bro. Okay, so I'm sorry. I don't know where we were just on, but I need to. It's like fuck Coco. At the end of the day, bro, I can sit here and talk shit about him.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. He had a very good platform and everything.
He did. I grew up with Coco. Like I wasn't friends with him, but
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yo, you actually did.
Yeah.
You dead ass did.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I forgot because I seen y'all was going back and forth. I swear my mom's grave. I forgot. So just now.
Yeah.
And bro, like, what? So where did that hate come from with y'all two?
From you.
Really?
So
that's
the last,
crazy.
like,
I forgot.
Yeah, bro. That's what was crazy. Like how he was coming at me because it was like, you know me and you know how I move. Like, where I think he lost himself in this movement. That's what I truly do feel.
I think drugs.
You think he's doing drugs?
No, I think he's doing drugs now, but he lost himself in the movement.
I don't think he ever knew himself, technically speaking. Like he's okay. So like, I stopped shitting on him because it's like I feel bad. I was bullied as a kid, right? When I was young. Then my dad got tired of me being fat and bullied and tossed me into boxing, and that's where I learned to like have confidence and defend myself. And then that's where I got into crazier shit in life. But in that mix later on, I met Coco, and I seen a sheep right away when I saw him. You know, but which is fine, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's fine, but like he was a goofy, laughy, kind of how like I am now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's how I was as a kid, bro. I was a class clown. I wasn't no tough motherfucker.
So like it's crazy to see like this persona he puts on, and that always pissed me off. Like you know, there was like a one promo he did for a weed company that just, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't hate on people, but it just pissed me off. I was like, who are you, dude? Like, and
he just made a post. He went to what MS-13. I know, bro. We don't even got to speak. But I'm listening to you. I seen that shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he's out of fucking cards, bro.
And that's why I think it's drugs.
I think it's a lost soul, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I reached out to him before Cats Out of the Bag podcast because now it's like I'm in the process of finding God, and now I dragged him online, bro.
Yeah,
I dragged him. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got his account gone. Yeah, like for real. Like
I participated in that.
Hell yeah, you did. Hell yeah, you did, shit. Bro. Fucking bro. Shout out Sweeney though, Chris.
48 laws of power. Get your enemy going completely.
Love it, bro. You ever read Art of War?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's a big book in jail.
They don't allow that though, right?
Well,
I was just gonna say cheers. I'm sorry. I mean, interrupt. Because like, yo, for real.
They don't allow that in jail though, right?
no, they do.
Art of War?
Yeah.
Oh, how long were you in jail for?
It wasn't long, bro. It was like
what's not long?
Months.
Couple months is long though. Well, you look at it now, it's like when I did a month and a half.
Now that you're opening it.
Okay.
And we gotta edit this anyway. But honestly, since we're editing this now, anyway, I never saw it that way.
So what?
He is a lost soul.
Yeah, because
everybody knows that.
But no, I never knew him.
because it's like I said, I knew Coco growing up. I grew up in the same environment that he barely survived in. And I don't mean it like you were saying. I'm not trying to be a tough guy when I say that. It's just like that is what it is. So to see him at this age, at my age, acting,
you know what
like
it
he's
is?
not, it bothers me.
His brother's the problem. He's not a problem.
I heard that.
His brother.
This is his little brother.
Nah, it's his older brother.
Oh,
His older Ramel.
okay.
He comes out of jail actually next week. He's been there for some years and all that. He's the problem. He's not. Coco's not the problem.
What is he in jail for? Can you talk about it or no?
Nah,
Okay.
I don't really know too much of his situation.
Yeah. I don't know what's factual.
But
what's
if it
not
was
on my
like,
end.
if the situation was with him, that would be a lot different or whatever. That's when it's like, all right, my name's is on flyers and this and that or whatever. That's when it's like I was telling you before, where it's a scary situation where like you beefing with all these niggas and shit. And then, but you're so lit that like your name is on the flyer, your name and the address is on the
You're
thing.
vulnerable.
You know, that's how Coco fucked up his bag. You so embarrassed that you starting with everybody in Long Island who's gonna want to book you because it's not just me. Like realistically, everybody like, yo, Vadoo, do the right thing. Yo, Vadoo, this and that. Nigga, y'all see I'm the ticket. I'm gonna be stupid if I'm gonna be the one or whatever. The nigga gonna crash out himself. But you playing with these Latin Kings, these MS, these Bloods, these Crip niggas and this and that. Who's that dumb that they're gonna wanna he used to get booked in lipsticks or whatever. Not the same price I got booked for. But who in lipsticks gonna be like, you know what, let me book Coco right now and you don't got 20 cars outside.
And that's what I was trying to tell him. So when I reached out to him, because like I said, I dragged him online. I felt bad because I feel like I was bullying somebody. Then the music video for
Almighty Suspect.
Yes, shout out to him, bro. He's cool people.
Yeah, shout out. I was just talking to him yesterday.
Yeah, he's good people. I was
Shout
supposed to pull up there.
I'm gonna set that up for you. I'll FaceTime him after.
That'd be fire, bro.
That's my guy.
I was supposed to pull up there with him, and he wanted me to pull up with a missing, like a milk carton, Coco missing.
Yeah.
I feel like a real estate agent, about to put this pussy nigga in his place. All on the gram, crying, trying to figure out why you got lined up for. You're running your mouth when you know you a bitch. Nigga, you know what you signed up for. Still running your mouth and you do it for clout. I move with a torch, I ain't driving a Ford. Feel like I'm playing hockey when I jump in my Maserati, cause I'm signing for sure. You talk about trap land, TV, being a cop while you sucking his dick. Even though
I backed out. Now I lied to you, bro. I said something, maybe in my car crash, whatever. But it was really because I had like a flashback of the fat Dylan that I once was being picked on. And I was like, yo, the whole town's going on him. Now, granted,
He
asked
did
for
that
it.
to that
It goes
himself.
back to what you were saying before. The energy you put out there, you're gonna get back.
Yeah.
So when I spoke to him, trying to talk some sense into him, he just kept saying, like, you know, he was living in like he wasn't budging. And I'm trying to tell him, like, bro, there's no fucking money in beefing. Like, where's the money in beefing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, it depletes the income coming in, not increases it. And he still stands behind that's it.
Yo,
So,
bro, he's getting invited, and that's what I'm saying. He was one of the biggest platforms. He was getting invited to celebrity basketball games. I didn't get invited to. I got invited to bigger platforms than that. Don't get me wrong.
You're no jumper dog.
But
Just fire,
yo, bro,
yo.
Academics paid me a bag. I got 2 bands for that whole entire vlog.
Yo, dog.
I'm with Academics and all that shit.
That's fine.
But
Yo,
like,
how's Lush, bro? Lush, I don't know why, maybe because I'm white trash, but
Lush is the GOAT. What?
I was gonna say, bro, Lush seems awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to my guy Lush.
Yo, I want him on the pod one day, bro. Like,
look at battle rap. Look at battle rap.
Oh yeah, no, I know that
That's one
part.
thing I'm kind of mad because we had a when I went on the episode, they was talking about the best 20 rappers or something from the West Coast. I'm mad at I ain't bring it up, but when it comes to grind time, I don't know if you ever heard of grind time URL.
Yeah,
bro, Lush is like one of the pioneers for this shit. You want to look at Conceited, how Conceited from Wild 'N Out, how he really got found. Arsenal, how he really got found, nigga. Lush was the main person setting up the battles and everything.
I did not know that.
Lush was the GOAT. So when I'm in front of Lush, bro, like, I smile all the time, and that's one thing my manager didn't understand. Where I'm in front of Fabulous, I got fanned out and all that shit because he had me in the studio.
That's another
session.
one of questions. Okay, cool. Yeah.
But yo, bro, my upbringing is a lot different, bro. Like, I know a lot of people moved around this and that, but people really, there's a lot of shit I probably never spoke about or even like forced to care and this and that. I'm never expected I would have been like me. I'm around all these motherfuckers. Out of everybody, I'm like next to these people. People don't understand how grateful I am like with this situation. So when you looking at No Jumper and you see that I literally can't stop smiling, I can't stop laughing for the first 20 minutes and shit. Man. It's like, yo, I'm like me out of everybody, great. Bro. I'm having classmates I haven't seen since 7th grade, since 6th grade. Like, yo, Brandon, you remember me from the wrestling team, from the track team, and blah blah blah, bro.
Nope, I don't know you,
bro. My junior high coach messaged me, bro. I'm gonna show you the picture too. After this shit, my junior high coach reached out to me.
That's dope.
He said, yo, you was always my favorite student, and like he knew my situation where it's like. After basketball games, after
you ain't getting no money,
practice,
leave me alone.
Nah, what it was is I was always the last kid to always get picked up because my mom worked 2 jobs or whatever. My mom had situations where she had to take a cab to work and all that shit. So, at the time I was a kid, so I'm probably like, oh, he don't even know. I'm making up excuses. But as an older individual, like he sees how I'm going to school. He sees what's going on and everything.
Is that your mother passed away, right? Is the one?
Yeah, but she passed away a couple months ago and everything. Yeah, no. So at the time, it was nothing about that.
Yeah.
But
no. I'm sorry. It's been on my mind since you first brought her up, and I see her picture and I see her beautiful.
What was crazy was when I found out was she was in the hot. So I was at my cousin's crib and everything. When my auntie Tisha, which is Hustle, shout out to my nigga Hustle. That's my cousin. His mom, which is my mom's biological sister. She called me at 9-10 o'clock at night. The moment she called me, I already knew it was some shit about my mom. So I'm like, yo, what's up, Auntie Tisha? Everything all right? And Andrea, Hustle's sister, actually called me first. She wasn't trying to tell me everything because I'm kind of not the crash out of the family, but I think I don't know how they look at me.
You wear your emotions on your sleeve kind of thing. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Yeah.
But I'm like not unpredictable, but I don't know how they really look at me. They love me, but I don't know how they look at me when I get mad or something. So
unique.
So Drea called me and she's telling me about my mom. So I'm like, is everything all right? But she's not really trying to say nothing to me. She's like, no, I don't know. The ambulance took her and blah, blah, blah. So Auntie Tisha finally called me. I said, Auntie Tisha, don't beat around the bush. Tell me what's up. And she's like, yo, Brandon, it's bad right now, whatever. So I went straight to the hospital. My mom was looking crazy in the hospital bed. I never seen her like that and all that shit. But she was still alive at the time. The next day, went back to the hospital. She's in a coma or some shit or whatever. The following day, I'm like, all right, I had the DJ Academics situation that Poetic Flacco was talking to me about. So I'm like, all right, I could probably skip today because this is one of the biggest things for my career. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably like, yo, I could skip today. I could probably see my mom tomorrow. Everything's going to be Gucci. I shoot out to New Jersey. That's when I had Mula. I had Topic. I had Trapland. I had my nigga Bando, my cousin Kyle. I had Sav with me. I had mad niggas with me from Long Island. We took the train. Bro, it was a good-ass time. Took the train to Jersey. We got the rental cars. We went to the spot and everything. I came back dolly with the Easy Shed. And I think it was just an easy shot. I came back dolo with and everything. And when I hopped in the Uber, like going back to the crib, I'm in the car with, cause you know Uber, they got like a ride share and everything. So I'm in the ride share with like some other nigga I don't even know. My brother called me at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The moment he called me, I already knew what was up. He called me, I picked up. I said mom passed away. He was like, yeah. And son just looked at me like, I don't know, like I could feel the tension in the Uber ride, but like I didn't expect it, but like I expected it. So I wasn't like really tripping or whatever, but like everybody in the car was like.
And you're living off a hiatus because you're at your peak of your career at this moment. Oh, it's peaking, right?
Yeah,
so
but like I look at shit different. I told my brother, if there was a situation where there was like, pull the plug, don't pull the plug. I told my brother, like, y'all don't even got to make the decision. I'm going to pull the plug at the moment because I'm not about to have her suffer whatever.
Bro. A lot of people,
like, as sad as it was, I was more happy that she wasn't with the suffering anymore.
Brother.
So, like, where everybody else was like, I didn't cry till I got to like the wake. When I saw like, you know, my aunties, my uncles, my grandma, my grandfather, I was probably like the coolest one in the room because I was like not happy, but like, yo, y'all not looking at y'all not looking at it from my situation.
Yeah,
how I see my mom the first time she went to the hospital, that was one of the craziest situations I ever seen in my life. But seeing how she looked versus she's not in that pain, and my brother told me like I guess she's seen it coming because she knows that like my grandma would tell you like the neighborhood be talking about me and shit and all that, so she don't even want to even say shit to me that could cause me to crash out. But my brother was like, yeah, like mom didn't even want to tell you, but like my mom was like, yo, if I ever get put in this situation, pull the plug. Don't even. And before he even told me that, I told him like straight up like, yo, bro, I'm pulling the plug if somebody has to make that decision and all that. So word. But how I looked at it, bro, was kind of like it was like a blessing. Yeah, it hurts, but it was like a blessing in disguise because, bro, who in Long Island ever been in front of these people and all that shit? I felt like, you know, when my mom was in a coma, I didn't get the call. My mom didn't die till after I left DJ Academics. So after Vlad, you know, the Vlad TV situation, the Poetic Flacco, the Snappy Baby. So I felt like on the spiritual realm was like, all right, let me take care of my baby boy one last time before I check out and all that shit. That's how I always took it. I felt that,
bro.
So yeah,
it just gave me chills, bro. If you don't mind me asking, how did you cope with it? Or are you done? Did you ever cope with it, or did you ever?
Probably not. I don't really like.
I know you said you're at peace with.
Yeah, I don't really think about it like that. Like,
okay.
like
sorry to bring it up. Then
no. You can bring it up. It's valid. But like 2 days later, you know what Inked Up Break, the nigga I fought. Like I took a picture with him. That was like 2 days later. Maybe a day or 2 days later after the fact or whatever. Now, actually, no. The fight was the day before she passed and everything.
Yes, I do remember now. Yes.
So then 2 days later, shout out to K Black 100. You know, he from my hood and everything. He already paid me for the vlog beforehand. You know, so I pulled out. Fat Boy had a situation. You know Fat Boy, right? The comedian dude.
Yes.
So
he's not fat anymore.
So my nigga Mula was like, yo, you know, the nigga know you and all that shit. Cause I met him a couple times and everything, but after the Coco shit, I guess like he really knew me and everything. So Mula was like, yo, you know, pull up, bro, wants to see you and everything and all that shit. So I pulled up. That was the next day. Now I'll be honest with you, like. That ride going there to Nassau, like I was crying in the car, not crying, but like, you know, I was tearing up in the car and all that shit. But then after that, like I was like really valid after that. Then the next day, you know, I had my man Josh Jasmine, he just died. I don't know if you heard of that situation. Josh Jasmine, he got shot with a shotgun and I think it was in Brentwood or something or whatever. So we was all like coping with that, but then the next day after that, I had the K Black 100 where I took the picture with Inked Up Brick and all that shit. But like everybody was like, yo, bro, I don't know how you outside right now, blah blah blah. But my whole thing is like 50 Cent said in one interview where he was like, yo, you from the block or something? Or I'm not just trying to say it to sound ghetto, but it's like, yo, you from the block or something? If I give you work, you tell me you can't sell this work because you in your feelings? Like, nigga, give me my pack back and all that shit. So that's really like
one of the 10 crack commandments, man.
Yeah, that's really me. Like I might think of it once in a blue moon. My brother probably thinks of it more than me, but like I don't really think about like a lot of shit. Like, and it's not. I think
like, you process things and elaborate on things that goes on around you. So the fact that you seen your mother suffering from the beginning, when it was finally over, you treated it that way, like this is finally over, opposed to she's gone. It was like she's finally out of suffering, which honestly is very hard for people to deal with. I mean, I'm guilty of that. You know, like my grandma always says, like the minute I start losing my memory, she tells my father all the time, like put a pillow over my head. I'll tell you right now, my dad's gonna.
Your grandma said that about her or you?
Her. Oh, she wanted to put a pillow over my head many times. She says all the time, like the minute she starts, like if she ever gets dementia, God forbid, she tells my father, just put
you had both your parents?
Yeah, I'm white.
So what? You close with your parents too, or nah?
Now I am. Growing up, I wasn't, because I was always getting in trouble. Always. But me and grandma.
Did you resent them, or did they resent you?
Good question. You know what it is, bro? I think I reflected what my father was, and I think he wanted me to go towards a different path so bad that like everyone, no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But now we're very close. Like they're big supporters of the podcast.
Yeah.
You know. But
how was it when you first told them about the podcast? They were supportive of it, or it was
they were. But then honestly, there was this one episode where me and my ex broke up, and I was a little bitter, and I said something about her that my mom did not like. Now I didn't talk about rubbing tugs. I didn't talk about all crazy shit on the podcast. Never a complaint. But then one day I said, "Yo, she's the only girl I've ever had to spit on her back and act like I came." And my mom was like, "Yo, you're an asshole." Yo. Like she was, yeah.
Like, nah, I mean,
have you ever done it before?
I faked orgasms before.
Well, that's how I faked it. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, little fucking props. You know.
Whose fault was it? It was your fault or her fault?
She was whack.
Huh?
She was whack. Fuck her.
It was her fault.
Sure. Nah, probably my fault because I think I was on drugs and shit at the time. It's hard to come when you're on heroin.
Yo, you wrote for saying but you wrote for saying that shit. So like, if you don't mind me asking, because now we talking about like a hard subject right now or whatever. So how did you quit? Did you go to rehab or something? Because that's a hard ass drug to really get off of.
Yeah, dude. You want to hear something funny?
And I appreciate you even like expressing that.
Yo, of course, bro. I appreciate you fucking finding interest in it.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yo, you know what's funny is I got clean cold turkey because I'm allergic to Suboxone.
Yeah.
So like I could never use it. So I always had to go cold turkey. But the hardest part is the mental part. So like I would go through the physical withdrawals and then afterwards couldn't deal with life and relapse.
Yeah.
I got off of it. And then so that's like 3 years ago. I got cold turkey. I can't tell you where it was my 30th birthday where everyone came over and just like, you ever like get that look from somebody like, oh man, they know I'm fucked up or some shit. Yeah, I just felt that from all my boys. And then I was like, I'm 30 years old. What am I going to wait till 40? But that being said, I wound up going to rehab like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But that was because I wanted to kill myself.
And why is that?
Trauma. I saw my boy get killed.
Yeah.
And I was around a lot of crazy shit. And I think heroin, like when I got off of it, I didn't know how to deal with life emotions.
Can I ask you,
please?
If you don't mind me asking, how did you first get hooked on that?
I was selling and had no idea about addiction. Like I knew people wanted drugs, but never like the addiction part, what it does to you.
Yeah.
So I was selling blues at the time. And I was making good money off of it. And then I went on vacation one time when I was doing them. Oh, I got stabbed. Okay, let me rewind. So someone tried robbing me, blah, blah, blah. They stabbed me, whatever. Now, I'm selling blues at the time. And one of my customers was like, yo, if you're in pain, just take one of your blues.
Yeah.
So that's where the fucking seed was planted. Yeah, exactly. The first domino to fall. And one thing led to another. And then I go to Jersey Shore one year and I didn't bring it with me.
Yeah.
And I was sick, bro. Fucking sick. And my boys were like, yo, you're fucking hooked on drugs, dog. You're hooked on, the pills.
Yeah.
And not until I went home, grabbed it out of my safe, took it, and I was like, oh shit, I am addicted. Yeah. But still didn't hit me, the severity of it didn't hit me until later on when I became a customer opposed to a seller.
I got one last question to ask you. If you don't mind me asking.
Nothing.
Because I always like when it comes to different type of shit, I like to like research different shit. What does heroin feel like?
There's no heroin out there no more. So, like, if anyone's even interested in trying it, I'll tell you right now, it's just fentanyl. And I only say this because I was...
No, like, as
what
far
does it feel like?
Yeah, when you took it.
Confidence.
Really?
Feels like confidence. Feels like you're yourself. You know, that's the hardest part of it. You feel
that's
like heroin is you.
Yeah.
So when getting off of it, sure, the physical part sucks, but the mental part's the worst because you don't feel like you.
Yeah.
I couldn't go on a date with a girl. I couldn't have this conversation right now.
Yeah.
If I didn't have my fix before, you know.
So who put you in rehab? You or your parent? Oh, you put yourself in?
Bro, I was gonna kill myself, dude. I swear to God, I was gonna blow my brains out, dude. And that's where it got scary for me because I was right next door, and I was like, when the thought came to my mind, because everyone talks, sometimes people talk about killing themselves, but then it's like it's for attention and all that. I wasn't telling nobody the thoughts I was having, and I got to the point where so I got an old rifle in there. Yeah, I was gonna do it with that rifle, bro. And
Kevin Gates said that same shit. He's like, yo, bro, you telling people like go on social media, you kidding? Like, you know, that's why he one of my favorite rappers or whatever. Like, I never had that thought, but like, he lodged the bullet inside his head. He just
I did not know that.
He just never stretched out. That's why he's one of my favorite rappers. But like, he'd say like, yo, I'm not with the talking or none of that. I'm never going on social media. Like, I've done it. I was going to do it again and all that shit. But like, yeah, bro, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, bro. And like, once I started thinking about ways I could do it without affecting my grandmother or my parents, I was like, yo, something's wrong, dog. And so I called LICR. Shout out LICR, man.
What's LICR?
Long Island Center of Recovery. And if you pronounce it all together, it's liquor, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But bro, like that place taught me spirituality. That's where I became religious. And not so much religious, but just spiritual.
You feel like it was genuine, or was it just like a business?
No, it's so genuine, bro. Because everyone there is an ex-addict.
Say the name again.
LICR, Long Island Center of Recovery. Long Island Center of Recovery. Shout out Lindsay.
That's a clip.
Lindsay,
that's a clip, bro.
Lindsay and Karen. Karen's the one that really got me into like Buddhism and spirituality, bro. And there's a lot of things I talked about to them that I would never talk to another person about, and they helped me guide through myself with it. And just,
did you connect with anybody in there?
Yo, a lot of them hit me up to this day, bro. And I feel guilty that I drink, but I never looked at myself as an alcoholic. Like, I still party. I still partake in, activities.
Yeah.
So it's huh? Yeah, no, I'm saying in the sense of like, it's weird that like, I feel bad when people from that program hit me up for advice, and it's like, yo, I'm drinking on camera. You know what I'm saying?
You need the people from the program that hit you up. You need to have them on an episode, bro.
They have careers, a lot of them though. So a lot of people aren't cool. Like, a lot of people aren't as open as us.
I don't think. If they feel like it could harm their career, I can understand. But I don't think that should harm their career.
You can tell people that,
bro. Like,
but
bro, you're gonna go far and shit because soft white underbelly, bro. You need to try to get in contact with a motherfucker like him.
No one wants to do shit like that
because. With soft white underbelly, he gets people that's off the streets like prostitutes, kingpins,
raw
people
shit,
that was
rawness.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
exactly?
Bro, I'm a huge fan.
Yo,
of him.
Bro, you're somebody that'll be so perfect for his program and everything. Even if you even clip what you just said, even sent it to him, bro, that should be perfect, bro, for what you got going on. Most definitely, bro. Like, you always gotta think outside the box. Now, one thing how I got like my shit popping and everything. I never hit up the main artist. Say Soft White Underbelly was the main person I wanted to get lit with. I'd never hit him up. If that was Soft White Underbelly's girlfriend, Soft White Underbelly could have 1 million followers. If she got 2,000 followers, shit, let me reach out to her. Let me reach out to her friend. And I've really never set this on camera because it's just my trick.
Fuck, you're putting a game on right there. That's free game right there, yo. Next time Vadoo's charging, dog.
Bro, you don't hit up the main person. Yeah. The main person's never going to see it because he already got 1,000 DMs per day.
Yeah, it's like you got
to go to his cousin, his thing, or whatever's like whoever he's following. But they probably got like 300-500 followers. Like, one thing I learned from, bro, like I said, my manager's a beast. Like, when you want to go to the main person, say you want to go to like a Davies, Yo Gotti, DM them personally and tell me if you got an answer back.
Never.
But you go through who now their followers.
Who's
they got
connected?
They always got 1 million plus followers, bro. I learned that like one of the biggest peoples that could push a button, bro. They probably got like 400 followers, but that's the ones that they're following and everything. They don't want to be seen. They just want the money and everything. But that's the people you have to get in contact with.
This segment is called Vadoo's Valuable Lessons. There we go. Hell yeah.
I'm not. This is
Hell yeah. No, that's
some
fuck,
like
bro. You
shit.
just put me on some game right there, bro. That's $1 million fucking. That's $1 million fucking trick right there, bro. It's 30 years doing it the wrong way right there.
That's how I
bro.
got my shit going, bro. I had the same trick I'm telling you. That's how I had a shout to my nigga Lenny. And mind you, Lenny, shout to Lenny. That's why I always say shout to the LGBTQ community. You know, Lenny's gay. And
Is
all
he the
that.
guy that looks like Lush?
No, hell no. What?
You know what guy I'm talking about, right?
Lenny.
No, fuck
Lenny,
Lenny.
you gotta comment on this shit once you see this shit. Lush, nigga, Lenny's black.
No.
I thought you would have said Poetic Flacco.
There's a gay dude. Why, he looks like Poetic Flacco?
No,
Is he fat?
Lenny's like behind the scenes, but Lenny.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? The white guy that you always have in your page on BT. Oh, before. Okay, sorry.
Who?
This is doesn't matter. Guy has no teeth. He looks like Lush. It was like your way. I thought you were in the process of getting canceled, and that's why you were interviewing him on your pages.
Nah, that situation.
He's a guy that was like, I just want anything. Yes,
That's
Mikey's Lush. Honestly, Mikey's the New York
Mikey.
version of Lush.
Mikey, like that guy on Main Street. We can edit.
oh hell no! What?
Yeah, we're past
Yo,
that.
bro, don't ever disrespect bro like that. Yo, shout out to Mikey Bear, but bro, you're tripping. This motherfucker got me smoking a fucking.
Yo,
black and white.
honestly, bro, you're considered. You are definitely
This
white
shit-
trash, bro.
Nah.
You have a black belt.
Nah.
Because he don't
Cause-
hit my. He's like he hates that I vape.
I used to love vaping.
I'm
but
only doing this because I'm saucy right now. I know I'm smoking black and out once in a blue moon, not often.
I'm gonna get this before. Hold on, I'm sorry, because I gotta get this on the mic because it's been really bothering me. Because I've seen you do so much good for the community, and by so much I mean literally more than I see any other platform in Long Island do. Now that being said, PatchogueBTS, which stands for Patchogue Behind the Scene.
Behind the scenes, bro.
Now, all you do is post the craziness that happens in Patchogue.
I post the videos that get sent to me. And now let me
You
I
and your partner.
Can I be honest with you and everything? Yo, bro.
Well, can I explain the backstory first? Like,
yeah, 100%.
my man, PatchogueBTS is being petitioned by the right. Petitioned is the word I'm looking for.
By the board. of
By the board,
town.
which is wild because, like I said, first off, I've seen this man do plenty of good for the community, and second off, he's not the one serving liquor and telling motherfuckers to fight. Like, yo, we need to. I think there's bigger problems to go.
I'm not
at.
even recording.
That's
the
like going
fights.
after Grand Theft Auto. Right, you don't even record it. That's like going after Grand Theft Auto because of school shootings or whatever.
Bro,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
the
That's
bouncers, bro, and it's their
They
own
wild out.
staff. It's their own staff.
How so?
No. The difference is like, cause I'm not gonna name drop. Like, I'm real like that, bro. They was trying to get an establishment shut down that had nothing to do with the page. I was willing to take the whole entire page down just to protect this establishment, just because they always done good by me and everything. They really want to sign a petition behind this man's back just to get the whole entire establishment down, bro. They don't got nothing to do with it. They saying, oh, Vadoo is bringing people outside of Patchogue to come into Patchogue to fight so he could get content. People's been fighting in Patchogue forever. That's
bro, if
not
you
from
got the juice
Patchogue.
like that. That's crazy.
Yo, Patchogue is not like Bayshore Main Street. You got
Hey,
Mandeville,
hey,
Wyandanch,
chill, bro.
Huntington, Northport, Coram, Bellport, Riverhead. You got plus you got Massapequa. You got all these people coming to Main Street to have a good time. And realistically, they could look at it like that, like, oh, he's harming their business. Nah, realistically, that's not even stopping their business. That's making people want to pull up.
Honestly, bro, it makes me want to pull up to Patchogue.
But bro, that I'm not doing none of that shit. Y'all mad because videos get sent to me from your staff? From your yo, bro, this is word on my mother's grave, bro. It's bouncers that's sending me the footage. They're like, yo, just don't let them know it's me and everything. I go to Meatball, right? Meatball. They
Shout out Eric, yo.
They bouncers is telling me like, yo, bro, just don't record because management don't like you and this and that. Nigga, I never record when I'm in Meatball. These videos get sent to me.
That's hilarious.
I haven't even been out to Patchogue on a late night and mad long. But you wanna try to silence my page and everything because I'll keep it a buck with you, bro. One nigga told me 2 months ago, he was like, yo, bro, you need to be careful with that page. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, yo, when it comes to the media and all that shit, when it's black on black violence, nobody gives a fuck. Oh. But look at the industry of Patchogue.
White people fighting.
And it's not regular Patchogue. We talking about Main Street. That's a lot of money that gets spent and funded through Main Street and everything. You're not talking about, and it's no disrespect to you or whatever, but we're not talking about minorities. We're talking about 90% of the fights. It's really white people and everything. You're so right, dude. So I'm getting a lot of hatred. If it's a black person, my white folks, if it's a black person fighting on the page, I got no problem posting it. But like, bro, I'm just a journalism. Let's look at World Star Hip Hop. Let's look at Academics page. Let's look at Poetic Flacco's page. Let's look at the No Jumper page. Nigga, we from Long Island. No Jumper posted us on when I hit the motherfucker. Yep. Like, what are you talking about? Now you trying to shut down certain establishments? Look at Guile. Guile let me do a whole vlog business advertisement for them. Look at Wild Boys Inc. That's a weed dispensary.
The food places,
bro, they sponsor me. Do you know that they sponsor me?
What is it?
Wild Boys Inc. That's a weed dispensary company.
Hell yeah.
They let me. They literally paid me just to do advertisement for them and skits on them for the daily and all that shit.
Because you're bringing
let's look at the Evolution Barbershop. Them motherfuckers got nothing but love for me. I'm in tap room all the time. They got nothing for love for me.
Why is that,
bro? On my mother's grave, on the Clifton. I don't mean to point at you like that, disrespectful, but I'm just in my mode right now. The Clifton Bar. The I don't know if you remember one time when we went to the Clifton Bar, bro. We didn't even pay for the drinks and nothing, nigga. Why? I walked in, and this is before she walked in, bro. I walked in, this is on my mother's grave, bro. Yo, I walk into the spot with my cousin Kyle. Kyle tell you, bro, I had a bundle on me. I had racks on me and all that shit. Mr. Long Island in the spot. Nah, you don't got to pay him down and this and that. Bro, they buying me free drinks and everything. There was probably like 3 or 4 different ops. I never even seen that. They was staring at me. I'm looking at the bouncers because they came this close to me. And I'm like, yo, why are they this close? Like, I'm thinking they had beef with the niggas. And mind you, how they fuck with me so much and what they do for me, I'll swing for them. But they telling me once the guys left the spot, maybe the guys seen how the bouncers fuck with me. They was like, nah. They was like, yo, you know him? We want to speak to him real quick. And I guess how all the bouncers was surrounding me, they wasn't jacking it and they walked out the spot. Bro, but there's mad establishments in Patchogue that genuinely fuck with me, bro.
And why is that?
Because, bro, I'm not covering black on black violence.
Or because you bring in revenue.
This is really entertainment shit. You don't think it's these kids' parents, the board meeting and this and that. You don't think it's their kids getting involved in this situation?
Whoa.
You don't think I'm not you? And it's not just them. You don't think I ever got into fighting Patchogue and all that shit? It's not. It's everybody. You don't think I'll post my own video with this shit? But nah, but I feel like it's me. So they try to target establishment. Bro, I'll just show you one thing too. Or whatever. What's my phone? I actually want you to read this shit. Motherfucker really was like, motherfucker was always like, yo, bro, do you work in it? Bro, we don't even got mutual followers and nothing. Motherfucker literally said to me, yo, bro, do you work in this establishment? I want to get some samples done soon for the thing and this and that. It was one of the establishments that was trying to get taken down, thinking that I worked with them when I don't work with them. I got banned from the store and everything. But I hit the motherfucker up like, yo, these niggas really is trying to set me up. Look. Bro, I've never even seen that kid in my life talking about SE64. Bro, he got the same skin color as you, but we don't even have any type of mutual followers. not even trying to talk shit, but you really like y'all really down bad. Y'all really trying to affiliate me with the store. Why do you think the PatchogueBTS logo is different? I don't got City Swag in that shit no more. Look, show you this shit, bro. I can't even go into City Swag no more. And
so you're telling me basically the town is trying to shut down a journalist that's putting out.
Read that out loud.
Hi, Vadoo. This is a big word for me. I have been reprimanded by the town of Patchogue stating that your social media pages has content which somehow has represented City Swag negatively. Please remove any logos, posts, videos which has any relation to City Swag. Also, you are not allowed in the City Swag or soliciting around. will be forced to call authorities by trespassing.
People did so right by me, bro. The reason
why that though? Because the lawsuit type shit.
Yo, they trying to attach what I got because they do right by me. Guile does right by me. Evolution Barbershop does right by me. Tap Room does right by me. Clifton does right by me. But when you want to look at majority of my shit, I'm inside the City Swag majority of the time.
Yeah.
So I try to give all these people the most exposures. I got vlogs and advertisement like Wild Boys Inc. I got videos and skits that I'm doing inside their stores. But they probably thinking, because I had people that like when I post fights, oh, we know you work in City Swag. Motherfucker, look at my pay stub. I don't work there. I don't even work none of that. I don't got to say my pay stub.
But they got to have somebody to blame,
you want to talk legal and all that shit? Bro, my pay stub is not even from there. It's not even from the town of Patchogue and all that shit. So what are you talking about? Y'all trying to have a petition and all that shit? Transgender and her boyfriend just beat the shit out of some bitch inside the Geno stores.
Fire.
And Patchogue and all that shit. Bro, I just magically happened to be there. I ran when I see all the cops there. I gave an interview to the girl because I'm PatchogueBTS.
This is why you gotta follow Exit 64, yo. And PatchogueBTS, yo.
Vadoo's bringing these people and this and that. No, you want to know the real story? The people inside that was in your store, they was making fun of the girl for being a trans. It just so happened that bitch is like a 6'2", 3 fucking monster.
Hell yeah, dude.
She tougher than her boifriend.
Hell yeah, dude.
He or whatever you want to call it. Shout out to her.
Hell
and
yeah.
the LGBTQ community.
She was fucking shit up.
She was fucking shit up. Y'all couldn't do shit or whatever. But y'all wanna. But y'all pinning this on me because I'm posting this shit.
Yeah, who else are you gonna blame?
No, if World Star Hip Hop posted every single fucking thing that I get sent, what you gonna do with World Star Hip Hop? But y'all want to target establishment.
Not gonna lie, that used to be my biggest fear, is getting beat up and put on World Star. Now it's Patchogue.
Yo, like I said, bro, you seen the video. I got stripped, but which was a skit. People didn't know it was a skit.
Yeah.
People was like, yo, let's start a GoFundMe for the motherfucker. I really should have ran with and just ran up that bag, but yo, bro, it's content at the end of the day. Like you said, bro, you get beat up. The fact you had the heart to even fight. Yo, bro, you gotta respect the man at the end of the day.
Hell
you
yeah,
got
bro.
low life people that
gonna talk shit about it. Shit, one of the Derelicts, Kilo, talk shit. I seen the whole thing you and him got into, bro. That shit bothered me. Kilo, the one that was talking shit in the comment section.
Oh yeah,
he's one of the Derelicts. He's one of the Derelicts. It's a shame because
and that's one thing, bro. That's like
he's autistic, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. He has Asperger's. He doesn't know how to deal with people because we talk shit all day, and he thinks that's like a sign of endearment, which it is. But if you don't know somebody,
it's not even that, bro. How I look at the situation is like he could post it. That's why I kind of stopped at a certain point because once you told me, it's like, and mind you, you're not even picking sides because you cool with both sides. But like when I found out,
I told him he's wrong.
When I found out he don't even live in the same state as us. Bro, you could say whatever you want. You could be like, nigga, I'll kill your daddy, blah, blah, blah.
It don't mean
nigga,
shit.
It don't mean shit if you wouldn't even pop outside if you was in the same state as me. When he's saying, like, I talk shit to mad niggas who's ever done something to me. It's different when you living like that, but, like, you really in the cut.
And honestly,
all that shit.
He lost the only fight he ever been into. So fuck you, Kilo, you fat fuck. All right.
It's like, bro, you in the woods shooting your fucking I ain't trying to say, but you shooting your friends' guns into the woods and all that shit.
Ooh.
Bro, I'm supposed to take that serious. The shit I talk about, I can't talk about where I shot my gun at.
No, hell
you
no,
talk
bro.
about you wanted to say something with the moms and all that shit, but your man got killed at the gas station. You really said on Instagram,
Who said it first?
But he said him. Bro, I don't know the motherfucker.
Okay.
I said the thing about the DJ Khaled shit. Your man said I was supposed to be
Which
here.
was great.
Which, yeah, you know, I was
fucking
joking.
Hysterical.
Yeah, obviously, you know my relationship with you. You know,
bro.
I'm joking with the motherfucker. He randomly comments where like it has something to do with
The barista
him.
thing. It was just funny. It was just funny. But then like once he brought the mom thing into it, that's where he crossed the line.
But it's like I can't take the shit serious. I can't get emotional about it. I can't get mad. I can't like not go to sleep about this shit because it's like, bro, if you was in Long Island talking like that and you not hiding, that's a different story. Bro, you in a whole nother fucking state, bro. Then you talking about when I'm like, didn't your man's get like, none of my niggas ever got touched like on how your man got touched at the gas station and retaliation wasn't about that. You going on Instagram talking about, oh, ask about me 7 hours later. No, nigga, you never did that shit, because if you did that shit, you never would even put it on Instagram.
He love putting us all out too. It's all love, kid. But
he the one that said that shit.
I was gonna say, bro. I told him from the beginning he was wrong, bro. I told him from the beginning he was wrong.
Come on, bro.
Like I said, he has Asperger's, bro. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know how to socialize people correctly. So
you still a fucking SoundCloud rapper. You got like 300. I'm not trying to disrespect the nigga, because everybody got to start from somewhere. But you got 300 views on your thing. What do I look like? Even I know, like I said with the Bugatti shot shit. That situation is different, bro. Is he really worth it? That I'm gonna put that man on my page? Bro.
Yeah, spider with the ratchet and the hood with a black bitch. Not a hoe, it's a strap bitch. A bad bitch to me is average. I don't even want a marriage. I don't live with both parents. Bologna and a butter sandwich. Report cards I make advantage. My last bitch.